this is Angelus, and welcome back to my channel. I want to talk today, let me start off by saying this video is kind of like a part two of a video I did last week on real estate. It was to help you beginner investors on specific real estate ventures to get help from mentors and people who have been in the industry longer. Well, I got so many messages and emails from that video. They wanted to know more specific legal structures that I kind of implied on. And to be perfectly honest, there's so many ways to play the game of real estate. No one investor is going to do them all. I've done some, but I couldn't live long enough to do them all. So basically, when it comes to new investors in the real estate game, or if you already have one or two small properties, I recommend you first do two things. Find out what exactly really gets you going. I mean, it really gets your blood moving. What excites you? I mean, some people like flipping houses. I mean, I find that extremely tedious and too risky for my taste, but some people love it and they don't mind the risks or the work involved. Other people like to invest just on single family homes, while others are into multifamily, multi-commercial, multi-apartment. Each one of these real estate vehicles requires a different type of personality, a different type of mindset, a different type of way of approaching this. So not everything is for everyone. So the messages or emails I received were primarily for people wanting to invest on, 5 or more apartment complex or commercial complex. Now, I've dealt with, at least with my family's properties, I think the most we ever had was I was managing and supporting at least 10 units, okay, 3 family houses, but a few of them, and added up to about 10 units. And it's a totally different animal than, say, a 2-family house or just a single 3-family house, which in many cases is very easy. You live in one, you rent out the 2, and they kind of offset all your expenses, taxes for the property, your mortgage, and might even have a little extra money to live off after each month, a little cash flow. But again, the people are coming to me and they want to do the bigger apartment type, minimum 5, 6 starting, and then they want to get up to about 10, 20. Well, it's another different type of a ball game we're playing now. So I'm going to make this as lay person as possible for those who have not yet educated themselves or have experienced enough about real estate to know all the legal jargons. I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible for your beginners. And I understand this is how it was taught to me, so might as well teach it to all you guys. So if you're thinking about going bigger apartment buildings, or you're going into some kind of commercial, I'm going to tell you a true story and still take this into consideration, because I felt really bad when a person I know went into the real estate business first time and broke the cardinal rule. The first rule when it comes to real estate investing is never go bigger than you can manage, bigger than your experience has given you. He basically, instead of trying out a few small single family, 2-family type houses or apartments, he went to a bigger, I don't know if it was 10 to 15 apartments, but this was his first investment. First of all, I'm impressed with the money he had to put down for this, but he didn't do it creatively, so he lost out in the beginning. And that's the second cardinal rule when you're investing in real estate. Some of the great gurus in real estate will tell you that you do your best not to lose money. And by that meaning, don't lose money is when you're investing, you have to find creative ways to invest, so you're using other people's money. He used a lot of his own money, and that was like cardinal rule 2 broken. In a short period of time, he had what was called the me, myself, and I mindset. We know that one. For 1, 2, 3 1-family homes or 1 3-family home, that's okay. You can, and if you live close to that property, it's advantageous. Me, myself, and I model. If you don't mind that, again, if that's the kind of person you are, something breaks at 2 o'clock in the morning, the water heater, or middle of winter, the heating system goes, or something, you got it. You're responsible to fix it. If that's fine by you, hey, more power to you. Now, when you have 10, 15 apartments, and you're attempting to have that mindset of me, myself, and I, that never works. That never works. When you get to that level, you need to start thinking about two things. What type of property management you can hire? Is it going to be in-house? Are you going to be part of it? Or is it going to be separate from you? You have to find out that information first if you're going that big. You have to have some kind of property management. Again, in-house or out. The other thing is you have to think about a partnership of some sort. A partnership helps you, it's like a marriage. It helps you take on the load and make the burden less. And there are different types of legal structures for that. So for those of you who are asking about going to apartment type complexes, don't make the mistake my friend did. Finishing his story, he ends up trying to do everything himself, thinking that he'll save a lot of money, thinking, greedy. We think, all the rent we're going to collect, all the money we're going to get out of this. So, but he's not thinking long term. He's not thinking about maintaining and supporting these properties. He's thinking about how fast he can hustle and how fast he'll get his return on his investment. So that's basically a poor mindset for such a big structure. So what I recommend, if you're going to go into a partnership, there are two types of partnerships. Well, actually three types. One is a general partnership, and that's that's either working with a property management in-house, or you're working with a property management company that's been around for a while. So you're taking some of their work. So you're basically a general partnership. You're working the property, but you're not working it as hard as by yourself. You're working, supporting it, maintaining it, fixing it, whatever. Then there's a limited partnership, and that's more you would invest. That's something I would do. That's also known in the industry as passive partnership. The other one is active partnership, GP, and LP is passive. I'm a passive partnership. If I join any kind of organization to support properties that I am partially responsible for, I want a limited partnership because it's my primary function as a limited partner is to find creative ways to bring money into buying the properties, supporting the properties. That's my only job as a limited partner. As a general partner, your job is to maintain and support. So now there's a third type for you people out there who want the smaller apartments, bigger than 3 family. It's called syndication. The syndication is basically an organization that you partner in, and you have to choose how you're going to partner. My suggestion is going in as a limited partnership because all you're doing is just supplying the money while they're supplying all the work. So you have less work, less risk, less responsibility. The downsides of that is since you're a limited partner, you have less say in where the partnership is going. You don't have the higher vote in this. That's the only true downside. The upside is a better tax bracket, how the taxes you will save over a short period of time. Also, unlike stocks and bonds, which you have to invest and takes time, and the normal logic of stocks and bonds, if you have a low risk, you got a low yield return on your investment. If you have a high risk, you're going to have a higher yield. It's just the logic of stocks and bonds. Opposite with apartment type complex between I would say 5, 10, 15 and above. They have, and they've been proven over the years, high yield, low risk. So that's another benefit to getting a partnership or joining a syndication is you have a very low risk, less work. And if you manage and play the game for 3 to 5 years, you will be making sometimes in most cases, if done with patience and properly, you can make double or triple that which you can make in any stock market. That's a fact. You can go Google it. And before I go further, I should have said this earlier. This is just an educational video. I'm not here as your financial advisor. I'm not here to pretend to be your future partner, any kind of representative of syndication of anything. You want to go research these things before you invest any of your time or money. So with that said, again, getting back, my friend lost his apartment complex. He decided it was too much work, because of course it was. It's a lot to do by yourself, me, myself, and I mindset model. And he made a major financial loss, never went back into it, got turned off right. So it was too risky. Real estate is not safe. Real estate is exceptionally safe, and it's the most safest financial investment tool or vehicle you can find out there. But you have to do it the correct way. Pretend you're on a giant ship, those cruise ships. Now, you pay a ticket, and whatever you pay for a nice room, and that ticket supplies food, entertainment, housing, and everything else underneath the sun. If you know anything about cruise ships, you understand how much one ticket for whatever price is worth it, okay? Now, think of that person paying the ticket for the cruise as a limited partner in this syndicate. And the ship, the people who run the ship, the cooks, the porters, the captain, the corporation, the people involved in getting the ship from A to Z, the logistics officers, the hospitality crew, everybody involved to make that ship go here, there with you on it. They're the general partners, the active partners, okay? They're the ones that do all the hard work. But you have to choose which one you want to be. You want to be the general partner who does all the work on the ship and maintains it, keeps it going, or do you want to be the limited partner who just puts in the money? And so these you can do separately, or you can do it in a syndication setup. One of my old clients has been creating his syndication since, I think, the last 10 years, and he's done exceptionally well. And he's done it because he's like that limited partner, just paying, only focus is paying the ticket, finding creative ways to bring in the money to pay that ticket, and that's it. Everything else is done for him. And he then brings in, more than a passive income. So for you people out there that are new to all this, whatever partnership you get into, and you need to get into us and we mindset when it comes to that many apartments, you have to find a lawyer that knows that type of real estate. And in other words, if you're just doing a limited partnership or a general partnership, or you're doing a syndication, find the right lawyer who's specialized in all that, because this is going to save you lots more headaches, time, and money down the road. But again, I think it's one of the best ways to make the most money in a short period of time than any other investment vehicle out there. Like I said earlier in the other video, 90% of all self-made millionaires start off with real estate. Believe me, the people who go big usually go big and do successful because they started out small and manageable. And once they passed the me, myself, and I, and moved on to partnerships of whatever kind. I only named 3. There's other types of partnerships out there. These are my favorite ones. So I'm going to mention what has worked in the past for me, and I've seen work for my friends and colleagues in the past. So you can go and find another partnership. Nothing wrong with that. Do whatever you want. But these are just for people who are thinking about going into a multi-level apartment complex and deal and not sure how to start. Take some of these free suggestions. And again, I repeat, find your dream team. Make sure you got the right lawyers who know how to create the partnership. Find the type of person you are, and then find the type of partnership you want. And I'm hoping that this has inspired some of you guys. And if you have any questions, please comment me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. With that, I hope you're well. Good luck in your investing and your education, and have a great day. Talk to you soon.